feel like you have to have something in order to do something, I'm actually feeling that right now. And I'm looking around my office, around my desk, trying to find my lip gloss, and I cannot find it. And I feel like I can't do anything without it. Like I can't do this podcast episode without my lip gloss. I have no idea where I put it. Oh my goodness. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Audie, getting at you guys with another Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode. Happy New Year! We're already into the 5th day in January 2025. It's crazy. I didn't even get a chance to close out 2024 on the art struggles. But my husband and I have actually done that on the Y Run podcast. I'll post a link. And just needed to get up on here and talk about what's been going on with me in the art struggles. Has Audie been struggling in the art struggles, in the art part of things, the art part of her life? And the answer is she's not sure. Let's just be real. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about 4 things. Okay, the first thing that I wanted to tell you guys about or talk about with you guys was the last art exhibition that I've done with West Valley Arts Gallery in Surprise, Arizona. And it went very well. I didn't sell anything, which is perfectly fine. I get my drive, my inspiration, my happiness just showing my art and just seeing people check out my art. They spend a couple minutes looking at it. They're talking about it with each other, and just hearing them from afar be like, oh, I really, really like this painting, is just like, yes, like that's all I want. All I want is feedback. I don't necessarily have to sell anything, right? But it's so sad that like your art doesn't get to hang for too long. But I guess it's good because the next time that they have an exhibition, you can go ahead and resubmit new art, right? So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, hoping to collaborate with them in the near future. This year, this very near. But my family, me and my parents, they came with me to pick up my art pieces at the exhibition, and they had like a viewing of a mural. And before we got to see the mural, we got to, mingle a little bit with everybody, and that's where I was able to see people checking out my art. And there was a gentleman who needed to take my photo with my paintings, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And so he took my photo, and I was like, thank you very much. And I was about to walk off, and he pulls me aside, and he was like, you know what? Your paintings are my favorite in this exhibition. And I was so like, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you very much. And it felt so good to hear that. I've met a few people, and if you're an artist and you've had, not necessarily like an exhibition or anything like that, but like when you go to an art event, you just find other people just like really like talking about themselves especially, I mean, I don't know how to word it, but like, I just felt like, isn't this supposed to be about me? You know, I don't mean to like be like, um, self-centered like that or anything, but it's people just showing up and just talking about themselves, and they're not necessarily like artists or anything. They're not very creative people, um and I don't mean to like sound like a downer or anything, like anything's wrong. I just kind of like notice that, and I'm like, okay, like, so like, you're talking to me about yourself, but you don't do art yourself. You're just talking about yourself. That was a little stressful. Like, I started to feel stressed out, but I was like, you know what? Like, you're here, just enjoy. They were selling, not selling, but they were like, serving liquor and snacks and drink, beverages and things like that. So it was a very nice event. And we were only, I think the thing was only like 2 hours, and we didn't know that we were there for like 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. And I went to say goodbye to everybody, and thanking them for the opportunity. That same guy that complimented me, he was like, oh, keep going, keep creating. There was another woman too that was telling me the same thing. She was just like, oh, your art is so amazing. And it felt so good to hear that. Like, it was just like, oh, thank you so much. Like, and you just never know like how people really view your art, or how they like what your art does for them. And it certainly takes care of how you think you should work, right? Or you feel like you're not doing your best. Like, you could create something and be like, oh, this wasn't my best, or I feel like I didn't really give it my all. It's kind of and those are the paintings that people love the most, and those are the exact paintings that you're just like, just you're just ready to toss. Like, you're just ready to throw it away. You're just ready to regesso, reprime everything and start all over again. But people are just like, oh, no, don't do that. That's good work. So that woman, that gentleman, people that stop by to look at my art, study my art, it was just amazing. And that's what I needed to focus on when I was there. And we loaded up my paintings and things, and I said goodbye and everything. And I was like, "Ugh, I really want to like just keep going," but sometimes I feel like I just get into that, you know what, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what I should be doing. So I'm kind of like falling back into that phase, before that man took my picture, pulled me aside, and told me how he felt. And I just really want to hold on to that. This same gallery, they are having a, I think it's in February, because the deadline is at the end of this month, January. Where I think it's like action inspired, like comic inspired, works. And I was thinking about doing it. Like, I don't know if I should like say what I want to do right now, because like I'm just unsure if I want to do it. But I talked to Rob about it, or I mentioned it to him, and he was like, yeah, you should do it. And I'm just like, but I feel like I don't, like you're just like, you're kind of like talking yourself out of it. So I caught myself doing that, and it's like, don't fucking do that. Like, just try to design it, see what you come up with, and just the thing that you got to do is just put it on a canvas and see what goes on, right? But I need to take a look at that application, because this previous exhibition, I submitted 4 paintings. So I would have to sketch out maybe like 3 or 4 paintings. So that's kind of like overwhelming. So yeah, I just thought that maybe I should try, but I gotta do it like quick, because I would have to, finish everything. I'm talking like put a varnish on it so nothing moves, and I would have to take pictures of it, and then I have to edit the photos and then submit them, fill out the applications, and there's like a waiting game and things like that. So yeah, drop it in the comments and let me know what you think I should do. All right, so that's the second thing. The third thing is, I wasn't for the New Year's resolutions. Like all of these years, I've always talked shit. I've always rolled my eyes every time someone said, oh, New Year's resolution, new year, new me. And here I am, like, doing it. Like, I have set goals for myself for this year. And one of those goals is to enter more exhibitions, do more works, just kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit. And it's really hard because, like, I'm so good at a lot of things. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but like I know how to do a lot of things. And you just want to have a place for everything. And I feel like all of the things that I know how to do, they don't really have a place. Art is subjective, but I feel like if I were to throw everything that I do on my website, I think people would get confused. Like, they'll get lost. They'll be like, okay, this girl needs to figure it out. She needs to figure out what she wants to do or what she's doing, and I don't want to be looked at like I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I'll get into maybe I'll make another episode talking about that, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of artists that feel that way. Like, I could paint, like I could look at something and like paint it. Like, I am good at architecture. I'm a cartoonist. I paint traditional things. From my background, from my tribe. I'm not I'm not an abstract painter, so that is really hard for me to do. I just don't work that way. But I'm also a silversmith. I am a jewelry maker. I crochet. I'm good at a lot of things. And if I were to throw everything on my website, it would just be like, yeah, this girl is like a thrift. Like, is this website like a thrift store? Like, I don't want it to have that look and feel. But anyway, like I said, I'll do a whole nother episode on that, talking about it. But I'm surprisingly, like, we're in the 5th day in. Today's January 5th. And I'm quite proud of myself for all what I'm doing so far, even though it's just the 5th day. One of the things that I want to zero in on, which I think is showing improvement, only because you can literally hold them in your hands, is that I've actually painted 8 kachina ornaments in 5 days. And I've always struggled with doing the ornaments, because I always felt like, not so much as it wasting my time, but I felt like it was getting in the way of me wanting to do like other things, like my paintings, my furniture pieces. But it's like, you know what? Like, you said for the past 2-3 years that you were gonna go full swing with this. And like, now's your chance, do it. And I'm actually doing it. Like, I painted 8 pieces of ornaments, and I'll post the links where you guys can find them and purchase them if you like. I know Christmas is already over, but my entire life, like, my parents have been doing ornaments. We do ornaments all year around. So you're gonna see me posting videos of me painting these ornaments, and they're gonna be available for purchase any time of the year. And I have ideas for them, so bookmark our website, koinvashopiornaments.com, and or you can check us out on Instagram, which is instagram.com/koinvashopiornaments. And you guys can check out our stories. You're going to see me painting and, finishing the whole finished product, everything. And you guys can see how that they are hand painted. They're not vinyl or anything like that. They are all hand painted, hand finished, everything. So I just really want to spend time with them. And painting them, like, for the past week has really brought me peace. It really has. And I just wondered, even when I was painting them, like, I just wondered, like, what the hell was my problem, about picking these up and painting them. And I'm usually wrong about a lot of things, and this was definitely one of those things that I was wrong about. That I shouldn't have treated the ornaments bad. Like, I shouldn't have left them. I shouldn't have neglected them. And I feel like this is the time for me to make it right. And so far, so good. Like, I just feel so good about everything. And I just hope to continue doing that for them, because they pretty much took care of me my entire being, right? The entire time that I've been here since I was born. So I owe them everything. And I know to you guys, you're probably thinking like, oh my gosh, it's just an ornament. They're more than that. They're entities. They are spirits. And they have a lot of meaning, and they need to be respected. Not going to go too much into it, but you can read all about them at koinvashopiornaments.com. Check it out. It'll really make us happy. And yeah, so the last thing that I'm going to talk about is a new project. Oh my gosh. Here I'm saying that, oh yeah, I'm doing ornaments. Yeah, I want to do like large scale paintings and thinking about going to this exhibition. But you know what also brings me a lot of joy, and it doesn't take me a whole lot of time to like do this, but I was like, yo, you need to do this. Okay, so I don't even know if I should say it, because I feel like people bite off of my ideas. Like, I feel like people steal ideas, or people just do that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say what it is. But I am thinking that I need to go to the lumber yard. If not, check out like a Home Depot. Check out the sizes of the wood. Decide what type of wood I'm gonna use, and maybe just sketch something out, like how I want it to look, and just like do it, you know what I mean? And I'm really, really excited about this. And it's something very, very simple. And because it's simple, I don't want people to look at it like, oh my gosh, like, really, you're charging this much for it? I mean, you know how people can get. Maybe even you get like that. Sometimes I get like that. But I feel like, as I'm expressing this and telling you guys this, like, I'm really excited about it. And I don't want to second guess my excitement. Like, I want to be like really excited about it and just like do it. And I just feel like it would be one of those pieces that would do really good, and I'm just gonna try it. I'm thinking about making like at least 4 or 6 of them. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited, but like scared to do it. So, and I hope you guys will be there. I mean, okay, so if you want to follow that journey with me, and if you want to see me at work on this new project or these new 4 or 6 projects, oh, that's my husband. Hold on. Hi, babe.
Baby.
I am doing an art struggles right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to close it out. Can you hang on for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys can watch everything that I'm doing on my IG, which is instagram.com/AudreyalKoinva, or you guys can go to AudreyalKoinva.art and it will take you straight to my Instagram page. But I have to talk with my pops about that because he helps me transport. So yeah, and we would have to figure out how we're gonna like cut it. And there's actually this tool that I saw trending, and I don't even know if Home Depot sells it. As far as I know, it's on TikTok Shop, it's on Amazon. But you want something that's like a brand already, like something that's not like, you know what I'm saying, like an off-brand one. So I would have to do some research on Amazon or do some research on Home Depot. That way I could just purchase it and just go to the place and pick it up. But yeah, I'm really excited about it, and of course I'll let you guys know on Twitter X. Go to x.com/AudreyalKoinva. That's my art page on the X, and I'll let you guys know when you guys can start checking out stuff. So I'm really excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and talk to my husband and schedule this post to be released tomorrow. And yeah, so I hope you guys all have had a wonderful New Year's Eve party and I hope you guys accomplish all what you guys want to accomplish or dreamed of accomplishing in the year 2025. Don't let anything or anybody hold you back. Just do it, and you'll be great and successful at it. And I will check you guys in the next Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode.